2 months. That is all the time Manuel Neuer has to prove that he is fit to play in this summer's World Cup. On May 15, Joachim Löw will announce the Germany squad that he will take to Russia. In any other circumstances, Manuel Neuer would be the first name on the list. A hero of 2014, he is also team captain and arguably the finest goalkeeper in the world. Yet these are not normal circumstances. Neuer has been out of action since September, and has not played for Germany since October 2016. With just a few months to go until the World Cup, the 31-year-old faces a race against time to be fit for Russia. "I am working on the assumption that he is going to be okay to play," said Löw last month. "He is incredibly important for the team." That assumption, though, is becoming less and less secure. Since suffering a metatarsal fracture back in September, the date of Neuer's return to action has been repeatedly pushed back. The most pessimistic predictions had him back on the field in March. Yet 2 weeks into March, Neuer is not even back in training. Manuel is in recovery, and it's looking good, Bayern sporting director Hassan Salihamidzic told TZ newspaper this weekend. "He is doing exercises every day and it is all going to plan. We are going to give him all the time he needs. He wants to be back on the pitch, but it's always a conversation between him and the physios. It is no surprise that Bayern are exercising caution." Neuer's woes began nearly a year ago, when he picked up an injury in Bayern's Champions League quarter-final defeat to Real Madrid. Brought back into the team early this season, Neuer lasted 3 weeks before being sidelined again, this time for much longer. Joachim Löw even declined to pick him for friendlies in the summer. Neuer was irritated at the time, but in hindsight it looks like a sensible decision from the Germany coach, who was perhaps more cautious than Bayern were with Neuer's return to fitness. This time around, neither Bayern nor Germany are willing to risk bringing him back too early. "I am in constant contact with Manuel and everything is going according to plan," said Germany goalkeeping coach Andy Koepke. "We'd rather he spent 1 or 2 weeks longer on the sidelines than risk being fit for the World Cup." The problem for Neuer is that his chances of going to Russia increasingly look like they will come down to a margin of 1 or 2 weeks. Bayern are now hoping to get him back into training at the beginning of April, which would in theory mean that he could play the last few weeks of the season. That, though, might be risky, and not just for Neuer. Despite his brilliance, Neuer would certainly need a few weeks to get back to his previous level, and coach Jupp Heynckes may question whether it is sensible to ease Neuer in at the business end of the season, particularly if Bayern reach the last 4 of the Champions League. Stand-in goalkeeper Sven Ulreich has blossomed under Heynckes. There is an argument to let him keep his place. For the time being, though, Neuer must focus on just getting back to fitness at all. After an operation in the winter, the Bayern goalkeeper has been working hard on recovery. On Heynckes' advice, he spent 10 days in Thailand as part of his rehabilitation program, and has since been working so hard at Bayern's training ground that he even brought a bed into work for his dog Momo. Not known for a lack of self-confidence, Neuer remains determined to take part in the World Cup. "As far as I'm concerned, nothing stands in the way of me going to Russia," he said in December. "The clock, though, is ticking.